Okay guys, here's a trade. I think I've posted one similar. It is based on this indicator here. Been watching it all morning. Been actually placing trades on my other computer. What am I looking at here? Oh my god, I want indicators, don't I? Thank you. Not that one. Where is it? Up top here must be. FLTMA bands, right? This was on Friday, and gold went zappity do up high, but the bands weren't quite as close to the top here, right? But they have creeped up because they're based on moving averages, right? So that tends to increase as it's starting to come down. So it was quite obvious that it was out of bounce, right? And gold likes to return to previous levels quite nicely. So there's very high chance after a big push up here. Really, we need the KT profile. Let's dig it out. Come to think of it, KT, come to me. It doesn't like 5-minute time frame. Sometimes it'll pop up, sometimes it won't. So you can see we got point of control way up here. So that was your first alert. You got some resistance here. We got these are where orders are, and here is the main bunch of orders that were in on it on the initial move, and this is our trigger line here, this swing line. After the big push up, come back down, and then the next push up, this is your trigger line. So we passed the trigger line here, then we went back up again, probably took out some stops thinking that it might be pushing higher, so they have to buy, well, not have to, but they buy to get out of their stops, and it's drifting down again. We're now into like Dubai time, and it's drifting down lower still. Now we're going to set target. This is how, or what I have seen. Sometimes on some screens you can see patterns a lot easier than on others. But this is a triangle pattern here. So we've made that triangle, and no, not from there. From there to there, and we put that wherever the breakout is. Try and straighten it up. And that now is our target. Which is very close to, I believe, the KT volume profile cluster. So we put ourselves a nice little arrow, and we would open a trade. And for some reason the symbol changer man has disappeared on this one, so that's quite good. I'll put it back later. We just check our settings. Break even 200. This looks like it's the quite advanced. Trailing partials 1, 2, 3, 4, 20%, 20%, 20%. Trade let's see. I mean, by the time you get this all done, it should be set up in the first place. Let's see if this is working. Sometimes this doesn't work for some reason. We want 66 2 to 2. So it doesn't even work, this trade assistant on here. But that's our target anyway. It doesn't work properly, that's for sure. And about there, and we're just going to go put our comment in too when you remember. Return to previous level. I'll put after Friday out of ounce. Okay, we're just going to sell. We'll just check the lot size. That lot size should be 3. Sell. And we just wait for the money to roll in. I did have a little buffer zone below one of these support areas on my other computer. Would be good to have them networked together, but you can see it's falling quite easily now. Because it cannot help but fall easy, because there's nothing to stop it. Let's just see if we can capture some money, because you can still never quite tell when it may just bounce. All the fib traders might kick in at the 38.2, and next thing you know, races off back into the sunset again. So if you can take partial profits and your break even kicks in, then you are looking good. If it pushes down nice and fast, it's a bonus.
Updating.
So I'll come back in a second. Alright, another indicator to watch is the ultra meter over here. It is quite red. Could be a little bit more than 59 would be nice, but looking very nice. This is the Monday morning here, so if we click this one, increase that size, Monday open, it's about the only line I can see was here. So since then it's dropped down, come back up, and then drifted lower. And we are about in the best place to enter the trade for low risk. If you was a bit more adventurous, you could have entered anywhere around here.
Excel says US Jappy is 100 pips overextended, going short. Target is -636 pips.
Just notice, doesn't look like I've got any comment coming through. Sometimes if it's too long, it won't even enter it. I thought at least it would enter whatever it could fit in there, which is what normally happens. So it's good to try and just keep your older working expert advisors or indicators. Don't update them, don't overwrite them, because they start adding and adding and adding, and I'm sure it must get pretty complicated. Why this does not work, You tell me. Works on the other version. Percent balance is what I'm using. Percent of balance. Percent risk is 1%. Nothing changes. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're up 75 bucks here, you can see. So, I mean, you could close this out up 129 if you was really just scalping. 160.
Event is North Rhine-Westphalia CPI YOI Oct. In perspective.
Okay, so we just had one close, so that's good.
All Aussie peers are strong.
68, 68, well, I suppose it is 68 bucks. Round numbers.
Next upcoming high impact news.
We've had the break even kick in now, so it's all good to go. Whatever happens now, we cannot lose. Happy chappies. Let's have a look at the currency strength, see if this means anything to us. If the US dollar is weak, which it is, that is good. And we're just at this level here, we've broken it, and we're at support. So very confluence area. Okay, so got stopped out there. Total profit there was, what's that, 107 bucks, 108 bucks, 108 bucks 60, according to me. So anyway, I hope you learned something there, and don't forget, as usual, click the like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vid.